Hey guys, today I'm going to be reviewing the Mitchum Smart Solid Clinical Performance Deodorant. This is in the powder scent. I'm not usually one for the powder scents, I'm more for like the floral mask your stink scents. But this is a powder scent. It is pretty strong, but I'm the type that I'm flexible, I'll get used to it, so I don't really mind. I actually grew up using powder scented deodorants because that's what my mom had always used, and then I started experimenting in my teen years, so now I'm making my way back, I guess.
Making my way downtown.
So this is a woman's deodorant. It is clinical performance, which means that it is more heavy duty. You know, if you are someone who sweats a lot or you are someone who gets stinky easily, this is for you because it's going to, you know, it claims to help more with that than a traditional deodorant or antiperspirant. This is both an antiperspirant and deodorant. I know sometimes it's like one or the other. This is both. It's an invisible stick. It's not a typical deodorant where you rub it on and you get those little white powdery chunks under your arm after a while, and then like you raise your arms and it's just so unattractive if you're in a tank top or something. This is just completely invisible. No shame, no shame. So it is completely invisible, which I like. The reason for that being is it's not really a powdery texture like powder deodorants that clump like that. It is more of a wet feel. When you apply it, it's kind of like wet under your arms, like you just sweat a lot. It's kind of a weird feeling to get used to. I first started using it, and I'm not one who likes the gel deodorants because I hate those, and this is what it started to feel like. So at first I was like, oh, I'm not gonna like this, but I sucked it up, I kept using it anyway, and I actually like it now. I like that it's formulated in that way because now it doesn't have the gross clumps under your arms, and it still, you know, works. And it dries pretty quickly. It dries within like a minute of when you apply it, you know, just kind of fan out your underarms and you're good to go. This retails for about $5.49 on the CVS website, which I actually got it at CVS because I couponed. If you know me, you know that I coupon, and I talk about that more on my vlog channel. If you want to check that out, it's LaurNmakeup Vlogs. I'll put a link in the description box, but basically I got this for less than retail because of coupons. Chances are, in a lot of newspapers, there are always Mitchum coupons for like $1 or $2 off, so take advantage of that. Even if you don't coupon, use a coupon, and it helps. But it's not a very expensive deodorant, especially for clinical strength. When I've seen the Secret and the Degree clinical strength deodorants, those retail for about $10 and sometimes a little more, because the clinical strength, you know, makes it more expensive. So this being clinical strength, I think Mitchum maybe is just less used by women. I think it's more of a man's deodorant. When my mom and I heard the brand Mitchum, and I said, oh, I was couponing it, we thought it was a man's deodorant. So, I think Secret is more of like a woman's deodorant. Maybe that's why it's more expensive. Okay, rant over. Anyways, this is pretty cheap on the clinical deodorant strength line. Like I said, the powder scent can be a little overwhelming if you're not used to it, but for me it's easy to get used to. I think this performs really well. I do think this performs well. I think it's one of those deodorants that when you apply it, you smell fresh, you feel good, and when you start to sweat, it kind of starts to mask the bad scent that would happen if you didn't have deodorant on. I do think this is one that can be reapplied later in the day. I've found myself doing that because currently I work at a daycare and we're outside a lot now that it's getting hot and humid. And so I find that like on my break I'll reapply the deodorant because I feel like I'm going to start stinking if I do not. So I've had deodorants like the Dove one that's clinical strength. That one I have used, and I mean, I did not have to apply that again, and it just masked it. Like, I smelled great all day. This needs a little reapplication, but if you're not doing heavy duty sweating with this deodorant, I think it's a perfectly fine deodorant. So those are my 2 cents on this deodorant. I hope that it helped you guys in choosing a new deodorant if that's what you're here for. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe and like this video if it was helpful. I look forward to seeing you guys in my next one. Bye!